Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. I'm Adam McKola. I am in Burnley. Promise, I'm not just stood on a dual carriageway somewhere. We've had to walk around the corner from the stadium as the signal in Burnley is absolutely shocking. And I think if you've got more than four people in a square meter area using the same phone mast, then it just melts down and goes absolutely crazy. So we've had to come around the corner. We've found some signal at last, even though I haven't got the highest of hopes for the signal, but we've found some signal at last. Keep your comments coming through. Manchester United have beaten Burnley 2-0 today. We've got some great fan cams coming your way after as well. The Reds were absolutely buzzing in Burnley today. The sun's shining. United have won 2-0. Happy days, isn't it? Um, yes, lads. I told you, we've got United fans in the traffic that are still singing songs. It was a very very good day today here in Burnley. United got 3 points. It was with a below strength team. No Rojo, no Ibrahimovic, but Zlatan's replacement, Anthony Martial and Wayne Rooney, both come in, both scored. It's what you want, isn't it? When your main striker's out and two guys come in, well, your two main strikers are out in Rashford and Zlatan, and two other guys start in the attacking areas, you want them to score, and that they both did. Anthony Martial's goal for me was absolutely fantastic. He picked the ball up in his own half, ran forward, got the ball out to Ander Herrera, who picked a great pass in between two defenders. Anthony Martial got on the ball in the middle of the park, and then boom, goal, finish. From the middle of the area, place the ball in. Yes, lads! There we go. I told you, I've got loads of Reds that are absolutely buzzing at the moment after this. And we've only beat Burnley. Imagine we actually get top four or win the Europa League. Oh, shit. It's going to be one hell of a party in Stockholm. But anyway, let's talk about performances from back to front. See Nigel, who's a regular on my channel as well as Full Time Devils. So shout out Nigel, more Reds there as well. Shout out Nigel. He says Bailey was mint today. Bailey was absolutely fantastic today. Eric Bailly was class. He stood out at the back, strong, solid, didn't let anyone get into the box as well. Absolutely perfect performance from Eric Bailly. Alongside him, we had Blind, who wasn't troubled much. Then we had Darmian and Ashley Young as the fullbacks. Again, Darmian today was untroubled. He had a good performance against Chelsea, another good performance today. Could he be earning Jose Mourinho's trust, and could he be staking a claim to keep him at Manchester United? Because Darmian's been one of those players that I think is going to leave at the end of the season. In the midfield, I thought Fellaini bossed things well. Pogba, some of his trickery with his feet is absolutely incredible. He's like Happy Feet out there. Paul Pogba was immense today. Fellaini ran the show in the midfield, and we allowed the front four to do the damage when we could. Now, we had a lot of the ball. We should have had a few more goals. We didn't. But in the first half, we got those two goals, and we pretty much put the game to bed. Now, if Burnley did get a goal in the second half, it would have been a little bit of a worry. Of course, it would have been a little bit of a worry. But they didn't. United seen the game out. We got the 3 points. Now we go into that game against Manchester City, meaning beat them, we go above them, and we're in the Champions League spots in the league. Yeah, man, I'm absolutely fine. People are asking what's up with Paul Pogba. He's not injured as far as I'm aware. As far as I'm aware, though, unless something has come out after the game, I'm not sure. But Paul Pogba is fine. And today he was class. Joe Dawson in the comments says Paul Pogba was class today. He was quality today. Now, a lot of people think he needs to score a volley from 50 yards and dab every single game for his 89 million to be worth it. But he gave us an all-round performance in the midfield today. It was quality with the ball defensively, going forward. He kept the ball fantastically well, and he's been fantastic for United this season overall. He had been the midfielder we've been crying out for in our midfield, and Paul Pogba was excellent today. So all that talk about his price tag and that, I think is premature. He's a player that's going to be here for a while, and he's going to be dominating midfields for a while as well. Remember, he's still very, very young. Edwin saying Shaw played 120 minutes against Anderlecht. He did. So guys that are worrying about him playing today, don't be worried. Luke Shaw played 120 minutes against Anderlecht. And when it was on the 90th minute, Jose asked him if he wanted to get subbed. And he said, no, keep me on the pitch. I want to stay on, even though he was tired. So hats off to him for that, earning Jose Mourinho's trust more and more as the weeks go on. But United here at Burnley today got 3 points. It was a 3 points you'd be expecting us to win. I expected us to win today. But it was the 3 points that we got comfortably, and I'm more happy with that. We've got people in the comments saying City are playing extra time against Arsenal. Yes, they are playing extra time against Arsenal, and that's a good result for us. If they're playing 120 minutes today, even if they get, I don't know if they get, I don't really care if they get knocked out or go through. I'd rather they go through and then Chelsea beat them in the final, because we don't want Arsenal winning the FA Cup, do we? That will mean they are record holders of the cup, so we don't want them going through. So yeah, City are playing extra time, which is a bonus for us, because that means they'll be a little bit more tired for that game midweek at Manchester City. That's going to be a big, big, big game. We've been speaking to the United fans after today as well, and they've all been looking forward to that game against Manchester City midweek, where hopefully we'll get 3 points. Binns is buzzing about that. He thinks we'll get 3 points. And yeah, I am looking forward to that game. Guys, thank you for joining us. Charles says Fellaini was brilliant today. My man of the match is going to go to Anthony Martial or Eric Bailly. Martial got a goal and an assist, and I'm a little bit biased. I'm going to give it to Anthony Martial. But who was your man of the match, guys? Luke says, who do you play in up front versus City, Rashford or Martial? You can play both. You can play Rashford up top, Martial on the left, easily, and that would work. Burnley's internet speed, they're all on dial-up here, guys. So if your mum's on the phone, internet's going down. I'm hoping someone's mum don't pick up their phone any minute now, because then our live stream will go down. Martial, Rashford, Mickey up front, says Anthony, for the derby. That sounds good to me. And please tell me Paul Pogba is fine, says Wildstar. As far as I'm aware, Paul Pogba is fine, but I haven't had any news that may or may not have come out in the last couple of minutes. So yeah, guys, I've been Adam McKola. This has been Full Time Devils. We're around the corner from Burnley's Turf Moor, where United have won 2-0. Martial and Rooney with the goals. Have they shown today that United don't need to worry without Zlatan Ibrahimovic going forward? I still think we do need to worry without Zlatan Ibrahimovic going forward, because Zlatan's a huge player for us. I don't think Rooney, really, you know, in the big, big games, I'd rather have Zlatan up front. I still think Rooney has something to offer us today. But like he showed us today, he got a goal for us. Well done. But I think his all-round play wasn't great. So you have to take into consideration he's just come back as well. So hopefully this is the start of Rooney saying, look, I can still offer something to Manchester United. Saf says Bailly was man of the match, as do many others. Anthony steals Webby's word and says Bailly was a colossus. And someone else says hashtag Wenger out. It's always Wenger out, isn't it? But I'm going to say Wenger in. So guys, my man of the match today was Anthony Martial, but I am a little bit biased, and you guys that aren't that biased to Anthony Martial have given it to Eric Bailly, but I can't argue with that. We've got fan cams coming up very, very soon from loads of happy Reds outside Turf Moor today. And yeah, there's United's team bus just left. Did you see that? Did you see that? United's team bus just left, which means only one thing: we're out of here.